Hi, and welcome to the S.L.B show. I'm your host, Stephen Lee Benson, and remember, sober, living better. And today I'm going to talk about a touchy subject of loneliness. Human loneliness. Note, I said human loneliness, not male loneliness, not female loneliness, but human loneliness. And a lot of people are asking, how did I get here? How did I become this lonely? What happened? Why can't I find that Mrs. Perfect or Mr. Perfect? How can I find that person that, quote unquote, completes me? Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I am Mr. Bad News today, and I don't mind, because you need to hear it from me, because I like telling the truth. And the truth is, part of it has to do with society and how it's been engineered. And the other part is, well, take a look in the mirror. What caused you to get to this point? What did you do or not do to prepare yourself for this type of situation? I'm not trying to victim blame or anything of that sort. But what vices do you have? Is it alcohol and drugs? Is it adult material? Is it needing and desiring idealistic, items and money? What is it that you are doing to your mind, body, and soul that is keeping you to find that perfect person? And let me reiterate, perfect person, no such thing. I like to say the person you can tolerate. Yes, that's the reality. People have it in their mind that this convoluted idea of, if I find that special person, they will complete me. You have to look in the mirror and have the objective of completing yourself. Psychologically, physically, and spiritually. That is the main key essential. And if you got vices in your life, how are you going to complete yourself? If you have vices in your life, how are you going to be successful? What are you going to bring to the table? How are you going to manage your emotions? Are you going to flip out at the drop of a dime on every little thing that doesn't go well? Everybody gets frustrated. I definitely get frustrated. Not going to lie. I get very frustrated. But I try to regulate myself as much as possible as far as emotional intelligence. Why am I getting this pissed off? Why am I this irritated? Why? So, with that being said, what are you bringing to the table? What have you overcome? Childhood trauma, vices, idolizing items, cars, people, money, whatever it may be. So when you're looking at relationships, when you're looking at the things that might keep you from attaining that next level of happiness in your life. And see, this is what I call it, attaining a next level of happiness. Because you have to bring yourself to this level. Likes attract likes. Positive attracts positive. If you're low vibration, woe is me, my life is horrible, yada yada yada, how many people are going to want to wallow in that and just hang out there and go, hey, I want to be like, Eeyore off of Winnie the Pooh? Everything's great, everything's awesome, I guess, I'm just here. Nobody wants that. Newsflash. So, fix yourself. first. But you have to, like I said, overcome the people, the places, things, and events. People are going to be your biggest obstacle. Because deep down inside, people don't want you to be happy. Nobody wants you to be happy. Let's just be real and honest. Majority of people, maybe 10% of people in your life may want you happy, genuinely happy. Most people are going to go, oh, you're in a relationship? That's nice. Jealousy and envy. Crabs in a bucket. If I'm single, you got to be single too. If I'm divorced, you got to be divorced too. If you're married, well, if I'm married and I'm miserable, you got to be married and miserable too. Something to think about. So, majority of people are not going to want you to be happy. So, best advice is, if you are interested in someone, don't tell a single human soul. At 48 years old, I'm telling you this. I've lived a little bit. I've been in solitude for more than a decade now. Bar none. Well, a lot of it has to do with me living in a bottle. Yeah. It happens. Once again, I know this because I've experienced it. You can't go around going, I can't believe I'm by myself, when, I don't know, you're not really by yourself when you're around Jack, right? Known as Jack Daniels. And so, with that being said, I mean, and of course being a part of the, $4,000 mug club. When you're a part of that, then, yeah, you don't have that relationship that you want, I guess. You have a different type of relationship. So, you can't be upset going, I can't believe I'm by myself. Well, God is probably telling you, you need to fix yourself before you even think or entertain the idea of being in somebody else's life. Okay? That should be the furthest thing on your mind at this point. Solitude is for a reason. Whether it's 1 month or 10 years. Solitude is for a reason. Alright? I want that to sink in a little bit. Places. Understand this. Right place, right people. Wrong place, wrong people. Going to a church gives you a good 50-50 chance. You might run into the right person. Going to a strip club is not going to probably find the right person. Oh, I'm going to find Mrs. Perfect. Chances are, probably not. Because a lot of my soldiers, when we went to Iraq, oh, she's a stripper, she's cool, I just married her. 2 weeks before we're deploying, 6 months later, Sergeant Benson, I can't believe she took everything. I can't. Whoa! Okay, so hopefully we've established that. Places. Know where you're going. Know who you're going to probably run into. Goes back to people. So, things and events. If you're into THC, I'm not talking about the History Channel. I'm talking about the Cheech and Chong kind. Okay? I know I'm dating myself. Back, 1976, of course. But be mindful. Those types of events and things, well, you don't know how each human being deals with certain types of elements, we'll call. Okay? Now, with that being said, be mindful of who you end up getting into a relationship with. Know the ideology, know the mindset, know the belief system, because that's essential in any kind of relationship, is being grounded and resolute with what your belief is, what your objectives are, and where do you want to go. Because if you don't have that establishment, you're going to have total friction every time you turn around. And trust me, she's hot, he's hot, but you know what else is hot? Hell is hot. So I'm just saying, if the belief system isn't there, you might want to reevaluate. Go to marriage counseling through a pastor, through a church, and find out, are y'all really compatible? Or is it that y'all are soft on the eyes and that's it? Because at the end of the day, that's called lukewarm love. So I hope this has helped y'all out. I hope I hadn't been a downer, but give you a little bit more insight on why you may be where you're at and where you need to go and what you need to do to change that. So with that being said, like, subscribe, share, and comment. So at the end of the day, appreciate y'all watching. We're at 900 views. And remember my two mottos: help me, help you, so we can help others. And the more you know, the more you can grow, the more you can do. Thank y'all for watching, and talk to y'all soon. Thank you.